Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So I want to touch on the TwitchCon drama that's been going on because everybody's been talking about it, and we at the Clen channel here are very involved in the gaming community, so I thought, why not? Let's make a video. Let's touch on what went on there. In case you don't know, TwitchCon is like a whole convention where like streamers and people on Twitch, they go to just meet their favorite streamers, take pictures, have fun with them, and there's also events like I know Megan Thee Stallion was singing, and again, we're going to touch on that. The three biggest takeaways from TwitchCon were Amouranth stepping on people, Master Chief getting twerked on, and a streamer getting her back broken. That was very, very interesting. All of this at TwitchCon. Something about streaming, prioritizing gaming. It's just very, very strange to hear. Let's start with perhaps what was the most viral, and that is Amouranth meeting her fans, and man, are simps getting worse and worse by the day. You can find these videos everywhere, and I swear to God, I will get flagged or something if I show these whole videos here. The long story short, it's just simps being simps. It's simps being down bad, and it's Amouranth playing along with it. And the biggest takeaway is there is so many videos of her stepping on people. People are going to meet this girl and saying, "Step on me." I saw this and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Like, imagine being that down bad. Imagine being that deep into like the simverse on Twitch, where you go out of your way, you pay for this vacation. God knows how far these people have traveled and how much money they've spent to go meet this girl, and you've got to pay. I would imagine it's not free, right? TwitchCon, you probably pay to get in there, and you pay to meet Amouranth, and then you probably paid for her to step on you. And I was watching these videos and I'm like, man, do these people have absolutely no shame? Like, these people were happy. They were like, "Hi," and then they got back on the ground, and then Amouranth would step on them and then smile for a picture. Like, what the heck kind of weird fetish is that? And you know for a fact these people that are going to TwitchCon, they're not memeing, because there are people who meme and they're like, "Oh my God, I would bark for her, step on me." These people are not memeing. Just take a look at them, and then these people, I can't believe it. Like, I cringe at the thought of that happening, and then I also cringe even more thinking you're putting your hands and your face down on that disgusting floor with her disgusting shoe on your back, and God knows how many backs that have been on and how many germs she's walked in that day. And I was like, oh my God, I know that's totally not the point, but that's where my mind went to. That is just disgusting. And I can't imagine that was probably a light day. Like, imagine going into deeper niches with like all these streamers and the ASMR girls, and I don't even know, like, I don't browse Twitch in that whole area, but I know she's just the biggest streamer, and that's why like all these clips came about and she got so much attention from it. I would imagine as you keep going, it's gonna get weirder and weirder, and there's just clips that haven't surfaced up, and that was a light day. It's like, oh, this guy got stepped on, that's it. Like, I would imagine it just gets weirder and weirder. And the whole problem I have with this is I don't know if TwitchCon is supposed to be an 18+ thing. I don't know, but there is so much stuff there that is absolutely not children friendly. Like, imagine like this guy like getting on the ground all excited with a little chub going on down there, and then some little kid walks by and is like, "Oh, that's a little weird, that's exciting, like, who is that? Oh, that's weird, I'm gonna go look her up." And then they look her up, and then they get sucked into this weird simp-like behavior, which is essentially some parts of this on Twitch is just like a cam site. And I think that's what bothers me so much, because kids' minds are so underdeveloped, and once they see that, they see nothing wrong with it. And the problem is, like, of course there's something wrong with it, diving into that rabbit hole and wasting your money for this person that you'll never meet. In this case, they're meeting them, but even then you're just getting stepped on. Like, that is not a relationship you're supposed to have with somebody. These people are getting so much fulfillment from it, and these kids are going to mimic that behavior once they get sucked into that, because again, their minds are impressionable, their minds are underdeveloped. Who knows, after that they visit this stream, and then they visit other websites that they're not supposed to visit, and then let alone they grow up to become the same type of person that's getting stepped on. The whole cycle just repeats itself. And again, I can't imagine how weird it was even with the clips that we haven't seen. I can't wrap my head around it. Like, it was probably so much worse. Like, I understand, again, ignore what I'm saying if TwitchCon's supposed to be 18+, but I'm just imagining this little kid like all happy that he met Nick A30 and it was such a wonderful experience, and then just goes like, "Whoa, what is that?" And then like, of course they get excited, right, because they don't know what they're seeing, and then they get intrigued, and then like I said, it just all spirals in together, and that's how you lead to this absolute clown world that we're living in right now. I just can't believe it, man. I am so baffled that so many people were doing, and that wasn't like stepping on people, like, that was weird in itself. And you know what, there's a couple people that are weird like that, but there was so much more weird stuff. Like, go watch Birdman's video. If you don't know Birdman, go look up his channel. He did a whole video on the Amouranth thing, taking a look at all the weird people that were coming up to her and were like buying her gifts, and like, these are flat out simps. Like, as he would say, "Let me catch my son doing that one day." Just like this girl that he's never heard of and doesn't appreciate him. He just found this girl online, flew out to TwitchCon, and just bought all these gifts to give her, and man, like I said, I can't wrap my head around it. And then people wonder why depression rates are up year by year. This whole behavior is encouraged. The whole world encourages this behavior, and I can't believe it. I don't even know how long I've been talking though. I probably got the gist of it there. So let's move on to the other two takeaways. And it was Adriana Chechik, and I apologize, I may be mispronouncing her name. I was never involved in her work. What happened is there was this giant foam pit, which wasn't a foam pit, and nobody knows if there was a sign that said don't jump or anything. So she jumped, and let alone it wasn't a foam pit, and she jumped on like the floor, which is probably cement, and she actually broke her back. I hope she gets well, and I hope everything's okay, but it's a little bit surprising that she broke her back, and this is such a big deal of it because she made an entire career of her back being broken. But hey, who am I to say anything? Honestly though, I really do hope she gets better. Now the last thing, the biggest thing, I don't know if it was between this and Amaranth and that whole stuff going on. Like, imagine being TwitchCon, man. This is TwitchCon. These are the biggest things that come out of TwitchCon. It is Megan Thee Stallion twerking on Master Chief. Now, I don't really have an opinion on this besides like it's stupid. Like, I don't care. I'm not necessarily involved in it, but you know what went through my head here? All these gaming fans, everybody in the world, when Master Chief got added to Fortnite, they were like, wow, it's ruining the character's identity. I can't believe this is happening. Then they were so bent out of shape because Master Chief was not only in a Battle Royale game, but he did a default dance. You can make him do emotes. But now Megan Thee Stallion is twerking on Master Chief, but that's okay. Nobody bats an eye. That's totally fine. It's totally normal. It doesn't damage Master Chief's brand at all. From now on, whenever somebody says that Fortnite damaged Master Chief's reputation, I'm like, no. Don't talk about Fortnite. Do not. I don't want to hear the word Fortnite come out of your mouth because you're not talking about Megan Thee Stallion twerking on Master Chief, because that is the lowest Master Chief has ever been. And again, I personally don't care about this. Like, I just think it's some dude in a Master Chief costume and getting twerked on. He's probably happy about it. You know what I mean? Watch, actually, he wasn't supposed to do anything like that. Now that dude's really in trouble, but he was like, ooh, yeah. That'd actually be so funny if that came out. But honestly, I think I've been talking about all this for way too long now. I think I just spent so much time on the whole Amaranth thing. I just don't get it. I cannot believe that the biggest takeaways from TwitchCon had nothing to do with gaming. And it's sad, man. It's really sad because Twitch, like, it stands for so much cool stuff, but it's just being completely overrun by things that should be on a cam site. And that's what I don't like about it. This stuff can all go on other websites. It's literally promoting, like, the Twitch has its own subsection of it being a cam site. And I just don't really like that. Like, I don't see a problem with the just chatting stuff, but you get my point. Like, I don't need to elaborate anymore. You get what I'm saying here. And it's just, I really don't like the fact that kids are getting dragged into this, and again, it's gonna spiral them and they'll become just the dude that's getting stepped on in the first picture. You know what I mean? But guys, I'm gonna call the video there. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about everything. Sorry about going on a little bit more of a rant there. Take care.